Marketplace. Again, we got back from Pigeon Forge and I found a truck.
Take the next left onto Ward Mountain Road Northeast. Down
here in Georgia, like one I used to have, and it was at a reasonable enough price to where we have come sought after it.
Continue on Ward Mountain Road Northeast for 4 miles.
We're fixing to pick it up, and we'll get you some video while we're there picking it up. We would do a wheel and run, but it's got a new engine in it, and it was let set and the engine locked up. So I'm not even going to try to unstick it over here. I'm just going to take it to the shop and work on it. But I asked the guy, could we film at the property, and he said that he would ask the owner and he would talk to me when I got there. So we'll get y'all some video just as soon as we get there and let y'all in on the scoop.
And he's off. He's in the lead. He's going around the first curve. Oh, he's getting past.
His brakes wasn't on too well. He about ran the red light.
I didn't have the camera on to pitch that though. We are at downtown Athens, Tennessee. He's moving on pretty fast though, isn't he?
He running 55 at cruise control. Pull up here, stop sign. I bet he's got his radio turned up.
It's just cruising. Oh, that's cute.
Hazard Garage.
I don't know if you could see it because I got the camera out last minute. I guess we'll come back by here. Well, we're trying to locate the guy that he talked to earlier. Make sure this is the right place and take a look at the truck. Looks like we're at Grace Farms here. Alright, we're following the golf cart here down to where the truck's parked. So this looks like it's a chicken farm here. There's some Fords.
This was a one-owner truck. The great-granddaddy bought it brand new. Then the granddaddy wound up with it. And then the grandson wound up with it. And then these guys here bought it.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
No, we got a YouTube channel. This video and I asked him about the video. He said, fine.
Radio with it too, and I don't know if it's old or what, or whether somebody's put it in. They'll tell us.
That's out of a car.
They said the engine was stuck. They said it's only has like 1,200 miles since they rebuilt it.
Really?
The way this man thought, his family bought this truck new.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was okay anything.
Oh yeah.
I don't guess you need me. You can do whatever you want to do. Stay
All
as
right.
long as you want.
Yeah, he said a guy showed up to look at the tractor about the same time I
Same
did. I
time,
told him
yeah,
that
he
was fine.
called and told me to
We rode for 4 hours, so standing up for a little while is going to be all right.
Yeah. But just take as much time as you want. Let's make yourself at home.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Y'all have a good trip back.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here. How many vehicles?
The guy said we could look over the truck a little bit. He had to go back up to the building, so we're gonna look in
This
there.
was in the dash.
What is that?
It's got an old light bulb and paperwork. And this is some old paperwork here. Palm Beach, Florida.
Motor Vehicle Commissioner, State of Florida. Parker, Edgar. This would be Earl Edgar Parker. I can't really tell. Sun's too bright. My eyes.
This was issued in 1952.
My eyes
9/18 of
won't focus.
1952.
That is so cool. And if it hadn't been in that drawer, you wouldn't be able to read it.
Nope. It's got a heater in it. It's just a little bit of rust in the hood right there, but that's nothing major. The sides of the hood are still there, and the hood's still intact. Normally they're flopping all over the place. And it shuts like a new. We can break new sheet metal and putting the floorboard of this thing a ride.
Power Tour 2025.
Yeah. Just so happens I know where there's some sheet metal and the V8 motor and a transmission. We can have it running by the weekend.
Well, let's do it.
Not even if I would 6-cylinder.
Let's see if we can make a deal and get out of here. If not, it was nice seeing you. Because you're going to want to stay here with it, aren't you? I was talking to you.
Talking to me.
I was talking to you. You thought I was talking to the truck. No, I was talking to you. You can't take your eyes off of it, so I know your wheels are turning. Lord have mercy.
My main deal is the body, and that's all here. Cab corner's got some rust in it, but the doors don't have no rust, neither one of them. Floorboards have got rust in them, that don't matter. Piece of sheet metal in about an hour, we'll have that fixed. Then we can preserve, even if we decide to fix the cab corners, we can still preserve the patina enough to where we can run it like it is. And it's still got the wood under the
Oh, it does?
metal floor bed. So there's still wood strips under there. And the window still rolls down.
So needless to say, y'all, it's going to Dixie Customs.
It may not roll back up, but it rolls down.
The little bottle with the paperwork just fell off the fender. Alright, walk away from it.
All the way. Take it.
Let those wasps out of it. Let them stay here. I see them flying around in there again. We'll leave them here. Thomas? That back tire is too far to the... Oh, no. Jeez Louise. Oh, Yukon is squatting, y'all. Now we got a squatter. Told you that thing was gonna be heavy.
We'll roll it back.
Can you pull it back a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna get something so we can catch it, and we'll pull it back a little bit. That way we ain't squatting.
Well, y'all, let's go into the shop. So I made a deal and we're taking it home. You may be taking it and leaving me here. Well, we didn't even make it out of these people's driveway, and he has spotted another one. He's like a kid in a candy store when it comes to vehicles.
Got a purple grill on it. Ooh, she got cancer bad. Power brake, power steering. Firewall is gone. That's worse than what Devin's truck was there.
So you're gonna pass on this one?
Might have to let that return to dirt where it's sitting.
Well, that's the first y'all heard it. And it's on video.
Yeah, that was a little too bad there.
Alright, back to Tennessee.
I've got Dixon.
So So we stopped here to look at their grandson's garage, and somebody's just pulled in and wanted to know if we wanted to sell the truck.
What's for school? Well, we had.
Well, the GPS is taking us a back road back to Tennessee. So we're on a one-lane bridge in the middle of nowhere.
And if we'd have fell in, nobody would have heard our cries.
Nope, that's why we decided to video it, just in case.
Yeah. Well, they found a camera, they'd know somebody was attached to it or something.
Yeah.
Hey, while we got the camera out, look at all these fields around here.
Look at the view, though.
Hey, y'all, look, we found Tennessee again. We was just in Tennessee, now we're back in Georgia, now we're back in Tennessee again. I told you we was lost. You wouldn't listen. Welcome home. You don't know how challenging that is to do when your vertigo is kicking full blown.
You did better than I thought you would.
I didn't want to have to do a whole bunch of retakes for the camera. Burn its memory up.
The wheels are turning. Can't see that side. Hold on. No, it's not going to line up. Hold on. Let me put the ramp in.
stuck good. They said that somebody built the motor in the truck. And then it sat. But the tailgate's original to it. It's got some dents in it, but it's there. It's not rusted out. Those are the original fenders. It's just crazy of what all about this truck is here. And it was originally red. So we're going to
slide over here because our shadow from that sunlight is blocking the engine.
But it's locked up good and tight. They done took spark plugs out of it and sprayed stuff down in them, trying to get it freed up. But from the looks of the grime on the bottom of the motor, I think it's got a little more miles on it than what he said they said. But it's one of them deals to where the person's passed away, so you're just taking recollections from family members. But for what we're going to do with it, it don't matter. I'm going to put new glass in it, because it ain't expensive at all. I'm going to put new rubber in it, and when I got the rubber out, I'm going to go ahead and paint around the window sills, because I do want to preserve it. I don't want to just let it go completely in the ground again. But the floorboards are rusted, but other than that, the rest of the truck is here. The dents that's in it can be pulled out by hand, because that's the original metal. So, and I couldn't quite figure this out. I thought it was the old mirror when I was looking in the mirror of the Yukon, looking back at it. But after further thinking, these would have had a flat base back mirror, so they would whistle when you went down the road. And I think that busts the air up around the mirror, that way they don't whistle when you go down the road, like blowing over top of a Coke bottle. So I think that's actually what that was for. But when I looked in the mirror and I seen the coping on the edges, I was like, that thing had little bitty mirrors on it. And then once I got to looking at it, because that aluminum mirror, that's something somebody put on. So these mirrors would have been about the same dimension of this, just been wider, but they would have been flat. And that's the reason all these mirrors, if you look at the back of them, how they got steps in them, that's to keep it from whistling. But back in the day, they wouldn't have done that. It had just been a flat back mirror. So the wind would hit that and bust it up. That way the mirror wouldn't have a woo sound going down the road. Well, hey y'all, it's winter time here in East Tennessee. We just got up here from Georgia waiting on parts down there. So we figured we'd come up here and make a video. So yeah, we're going to get back on the black truck waiting on parts. So in the meanwhile, to give y'all a little bit of insight on what we're doing, here's a truck we purchased a while back off of Marketplace. And we're going to see if we can get it running. And we was told when we purchased it, well, we was told on the internet and when we purchased it, that it had a rebuilt motor in it. And unless they rebuilt it in a grease pit, I'm not thinking that's rebuilt. So, for hee-hees and ha-has and giggles and all kinds of other things, we're going to see if we can get it running. We've got a front clip that someone cut out from under a Nova or Camaro or something. There ain't enough of it left to tell what to come out from up under. I was thinking it was a G-body car. But it's got new brake parts and all on it. So we're going to do what's best for the truck and the best for the ride and put the front clip under it. Just sitting over in the floor. It's got new brakes and all on it. It looks all nice and pretty. But they cut it within 6 inches of the top A-arm. Who did that? Who knows? But they had done took the spark plugs out of this here jewel. And this had the old good plug wires on it. Check this out. That's exposed to the elements and exposed to you. So if it's firing and it's wet and you get within close proximity of that, you're going to get a jolt. Oh, we got a bunch of raw wires here. That ain't nice. That's the headlights. Oh, no, not turn them on. Okay. Note to self. Well, they done pulled the spark plugs out of it. And it had some ACs in it. And they looked kind of on the worried side if you're worried about spark plugs. And there wasn't 4 of them. We got a 6-cylinder motor. So already batting 0. So I went to the parts store and I picked up some AC Delcos. But the motor's locked up. So we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. It is locked up. So I'm going to spray the cylinders on PV Blast and I'm going to crawl up under it and get a pry bar and see if I can turn it over by the flywheel. They done obliged us by taking the radiator and all out of it, so half my work's done as far as putting a V8 in it. But we'll get this running before we pull it out because somebody may want a straight 6 for their project. So let's get her all soaked down.
We brought it in the shop with a forklift back there.
Yeah, this time. Oh, man.
Yeah, the first time it got brought in here was, or the time before this, we pulled it in here with the 41 wrecker. But we had to do some rearranging in the shop, so now it's over here.
Alright, well there's nuts all in the cover that goes over your transmission. Don't know what kind of critter was living up in there, but let's see if we can get this flywheel broke loose and hold the camera too. Oh man. Let's see. Nope. Might turn a little bit. Come on now. That means it's got some slack in the bearings. It's just going back and forth where the bearings are. Ouch. Take a tetanus shot and listen, the whole floorboard's right out of it and stick him in the back. Well, all right, well, here's what the underneath of it looks like, and then I'll get back to prying on that. We're gonna let it soak for a minute. We're gonna put floorboards in it. At least right here in front of the seat. We got a rat's nest up there in the bottom of the dash. That's nice. Looks to be a snake skin up there in the bottom of the seat.
What?
That ain't nice.
No.
Well, it's cold enough. I guarantee you he ain't in the seat right now.
I guarantee you if he is, I will be out of here.
He's done found him somewhere warm to get. The rear main seal in this thing is pouring oil. Well, it's sitting here like this. So let me turn the camera off and get to see if I can work this motor back and forth, and I'll bring you back here in just a minute. Well, all right, after about 30 minutes of playing with the thing, we finally got to turn one whole revolution and again. And they said this motor was rebuilt, and as you can look, they must have built it in the middle of a field somewhere. I don't think the oil pan's been off of it since the 50s. But that's fine. We didn't buy it for the motor. We bought it to make a cruiser out of it. It's got a sealed drive shaft system on it, which means the drive shaft is not serviceable. It hooks directly to the back of the transmission right there, and it runs to the rear end. And then it's got an offset camber. It's got one bolt that runs through the shackle hanger at the leaf spring that the rear end torques off of. So you just got one bolt that holds this thing off the ground. And if you seen when I pulled it in here, it looked like the chains fell off of it. Well, I didn't really chain it the way it was supposed to be because all this front suspension's wore out on it too, and broke loose. So, like I said, we're gonna clip it and do everything. All right, well, we're down here, so let's climb back up top and see if we can do something up there. All right. Let's get his feet back on the ground. Had to work on one jack thing, that's bad enough. I ain't as young as I used to was. The blade's about whooped my butt. Well, what's the chances on the battery cables being any good when this one here is green? It's got all kind of funky colors to it. But since we got the motor to spin over, I'm gonna go ahead and stick spark plugs in it. Because the starter can't do no better than what I did with a pry bar. We're backing up anyhow. We're gonna gap them, if I can see. Now always check your spark plugs when you purchase them, because they get beat around in the packages, and 9 times out of 10 the gap's gonna be nailed slammed shut on. And then you'll be sitting there scratching your head wondering why you put all the new parts in there and it ain't working. Well, from past experience, that won't be the only question going through your mind, but that'll be one of them.
Maybe we can get this thing ready to go to the AD truck show over in Townsend, Tennessee.
Yeah. They'll laugh us right out of the parking lot.
No.
They'll look at this and go, AD, that stands for after death, right? That looks like warm over.
We could do a little work to it. Throw some sweet patina sauce on it.
Yeah. I don't think that has any, I don't know.
I think it would be just fine.
You'd have to call patina and 2 or 3 other people who work on this to make it look count anything. Check out this radiator hose right here. Mortsky loves the fit all radiator hoses, and the rats love this one.
I think it might work for another 100 miles. What you think?
I doubt it. And why don't rats get stuck in the mud? It's because of their rubber content. They get good traction. Yeah.
The water will flow real good through that though.
Oh yeah, everywhere. And you reach down here and you grab one of these naked plug wires and whoa, son.
It's a fun day.
Yeah. You want to be in an electric chair. So we'll go ahead and file these, and then we're going to find us a battery.
This truck needs a little sandpaper attention.
Truck needs all kind of attention. Yeah, we ain't going to paint and restore this, and we're just going to
Right now, anyway.
get to where it's drivable. Appreciate everybody who checked in on the black truck on the last video. Like I said, the oil change company wouldn't pay to fix it, so he had that small block over in that car he had impounded, so we're going that route. Right now, it's first year, towing insurance is due, everything starts over, so it's kind of rough on a working man to play with your toys this time of year. Taxes is due. Whole 9 yards. Anybody who lives knows what we're talking about. So not much explanation needs to be done there. But I'm gonna put a small cam in it. Just because the truck looks nice and needs to at least sound the way it looks. Okay. Let's see how we're going to do this battery situation. I think I'm going to get the jumper cables off the wrecker. Set this battery on the running board. Like I did last time.
Like you did the record.
Yeah. And go that route. That's the easiest way to go.
I think we may have videoed the inside when we were picking it up from the field. But I'll give you another view of it. Like you said, the floorboards are gone in it, so we've got to fix all that. And then there's an old walking cane that was in the truck when we picked it up. There was some paperwork, original paperwork, that we showed at the beginning of the video that came with it, so we thought that was pretty cool.
We don't have no key, so I'm at straight wire, the coil. Check for fire. It ain't sparking and stuff. I guess we got on fire.
Get back up here.
It's got a big old ground strap there, so that helps out a whole lot. Okay, so that's the positive wire right there. So what we're going to do is just cut that wire there and go right down there to the battery cable with it. That way we can feed fire to the coil. Alright, coil wire unexistent. Coil wire re-existing. Now all this talk I've been talking about getting shocked, watch me get shocked now just because I've been yammering about it. That's what always happens when you talk about something like that. It happens. Comes to reality. Alright, shiny little we'll do a screwdriver. Some points is fine. Nope, nope, nope. Just trying to. There's something else to clean the points, man. Always one step ahead and 2 steps behind. Good things the shop not in the yard though. We'd have you walk 500 feet to the shop.
That's true. We're used to working out in the yard.
Yeah. My next life, I'm just going to be born with tennis shoes for feet. That way I can just keep walking. Had a log jam in the brain department there for a minute. Couldn't think of what I was doing.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Oh well, it's just one of them things.
It is. Old age.
Yeah. I'll get there one day. Snap, crackle, pop.
You'll get there before me.
As long as you don't catch me, I'm alright.
Mm-mm.
Because you catch up with me, I done had a bad day. Okay. Let's see. Get a pry bar and see if we can make this here thing bark off.
Like
Yeah,
you are.
we're still coughing and carrying on. We got cold or whatever we got. They say we got the
rhinovirus.
Rhinovirus. We ain't even been to the zoo. Yeehaw.
Did you make sure it's not in gear?
Yeah. Not in gear. At least it wasn't right before it ran through the shop. Yeah, I can see trouble right now. Metal pry bar, all kind of exposed battery ends. I mean, spark plug ends. I see excitement going on. Ah! Where? Starter says no. And I see smoke, so that means no. So when there's smoke, that means there's
Trouble.
smoke. And I ain't got another one of them there things. This one. It's going to push button. Jabberwocky things. Try it like that, I reckon. Probably gonna work, yeah. Guess I can use a big green raw spot on the side of the battery coming back in. Oh yeah. Worked out real good. Well, we got there. Now if everything would just work together. I think the battery may be dead, y'all.
We don't have luck with batteries, that's for sure.
I'm tell you what. Let me go find a battery charger.
Hurry on back now.
If one only had a jump box, it would work. We got something there. Paranoia engaged. Oh. Totally different show altogether, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry about that. Back here at Ripley's, believe it or not, we're going to see if we can get this here truck running. And then stick out the old oil bath airplane run. They'll make a mess whenever you drop them on their heads. You just need to go ahead and disconnect the fuel pump. Where's that limbo there? I mean, disconnect the gas tank. Oh, and this thing had 2 gas tanks. This is a long haul rig here. And it's got a modernized generator on it.
Be a good power tour truck.
Yeah, if you had something to haul it on. By the time you end up spending money on this, you can afford to go on power tour.
Now, we don't know if we're going on power tour this year yet or not.
Yeah.
If we can, we will.
Doctor bills quit coming in, we'll be able to do something. We could quit paying doctor, tell them we had to go on a car show tour and see how that went.
I don't think that'd work out too well.
I got one doctor. He said, "You're into automobiles?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's misfortunate." What are you into, Barbie dolls? Ain't my thing. Let me go get some more tools to work with.
Our friends from Sandy Hill Classics YouTube channel, they have already messaged us. They've already bought their long hauler pass, so they were checking with us to see if we were going so we could meet up with them. So we're going to be getting back in touch with them soon to let them know. Hopefully we can't make it to all of them. Hopefully we can make it to a couple of them. Couple stops. We met them on the power tour last year.
Yeah, he cut his finger off on the fan blade. They had a bunch of misfortunate luck right there at the end. Yeah, we put one more transmission in the Suburban, and it's garbage like the rest of them are.
Yeah, it's back in here again.
The guy said it was working when it was parked. He neglected to tell me when it was parked.
He must not have tried to back the car up before it was parked because there's no reverse in it now.
It goes and drives, just won't back up. I went backwards my whole life and I figured I was getting ahead when they were couldn't back up no more. That didn't work out neither. But like this here thing ain't working out. The line is roasted. On the fuel pump. Come on now. Okay. You know what? When things get to the point where they are.
Yeah.
Just walk away from it and count to 10.
And it'll be there when you get back.
It'll be there when you get back. But at least you know how to count to 10. When I was a kid, they told me, they said, don't lose your temper. Just count to 10. So when I got in middle school, hell, I didn't know it went any higher than 10. I thought I was the smartest one in class. And somebody come up with the number 11. Couldn't figure out where that one come from. So I figured he'd been in more trouble than I had. So I was doing good. And these cops want you to say alphabet backwards. Well, I don't drink, don't do drugs. You might as well go ahead and lock me up because I do all I can say it forward, more or less say it backwards. If it takes that for me to pass the field sobriety test, guess that'll be the day I start drinking.
I think you could do it.
Probably not.
I doubt I could do it.
I doubt I don't want to waste what 2 little brain cells I got left trying to figure it out. That's the reason I ain't jumped on trying to build that $700 Ford. I do good put my socks and shoes on in the morning. I don't even tie them no more. So. I allow it to be screwed once I get past Torkenberg, folks. just calm down. I'm not getting the floor again. Golly. Overworked tools. I'm getting overzealous. He just wants me to get back down there on the floor with him and roll around. Just can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah. All right, we got 700-year-old gas fumes and open set of points. So let's turn this thing over and see, just something's got to go wrong. Something has to. Are we ready? That smells like old man cologne. God. You going on a date with Mortician? Up. Up.
I see smoke.
That's just, they put a lot of extra factory smoke in them. You gotta let just a little bit of it out before you can get compensation for.
Are you sure about that?
Sounded good.
Well,
You know, I'm not gonna try and make. I know what it is. See, I went ahead and put the spark plugs in it. This is a fresh built motor, so it's got so much compression that it just can't combust that PV blasters in there.
I bet that's it.
I bet that's it. I bet if I pull all 6 of them plugs out of this thing and run away just like a drill on a piece of plywood, what do you think? Probably not. We're gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. That's what it was. That's got a capital AC Delco on it now, and it was lowercase we put in there.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So let's put all kind of pressure on it, make it grow up.
You gotta watch doing stuff like that.
I know it. If it's trying too hard, it changes into an auto light.
We can't have that.
That wasn't firing. Oh, I'm sorry. Got a little ahead of myself there. He ain't working, boss. Hey, I heard echo when I pulled that plug out.
I did too.
You know, bonk. Maybe a piston dropping in the oil
What I
pan.
want to know is how you're sweating.
Yeah.
And it's like 10
5
degrees.
degrees outside.
Yeah, something. It's almost single digit weather. And he's sweating.
Well, we're not burning diesel fuel and we're not laying out in the middle of muddy yards. My retirement adventures is paying off. I got this nice shop to catch pneumonia in because I've been here sweating when it's 5 degrees. There's the Eskimo somewhere. All right, now. I'm gonna do this and be prepared because it's gonna do about the same thing I did just a minute ago. Nothing. You ready, Fess? I hear things interfering with each other. Oh yeah, I hear a bunch of things interfering with each other. Huh? It sounds like that 454 we just took apart. She ain't firing, boss. Ain't got no fire in it. We'll take that wire right there and touch it right there and see what happens. Nothing. I know it's got oil in it because it's pouring out the back side of it. But somebody's going to say you didn't check the oil. So hey, just for those folks out there, naysayers.
Hey, he didn't check the oil.
It's got oil in it.
It's got oil in it and under it.
Yeah, and around. There's a Brontosaurus Rex right there. Oh, wait. That stuff was so thick, I seen a caveman baby's picture in it. Cowabunga, dude.
That's not caveman. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, anybody got pizza? It smells like pee-pee blaster.
I wonder why.
Oh. Yeah, we'll stick with the old man cologne. We ain't going no further.
Old Spice.
Have to change the channel.
What would you name that cologne?
What, that?
Yeah.
Old ass.
God, that's not nice.
Tell me about it. My sinuses are still paying for it. About made my cough go away though. Until I sniffed my hand. God, I thought it went somewhere I hadn't been. Man. You call the doctor. I got out of body experiences. What's happening? My hand smells like shit and I don't remember going there. Oh. My nose running. I might have to go take a break. Well, I ain't got the rhinovirus no more.
What you got?
AD truck virus. I caught something from the 50s. Dang. Yeah, been up under this hood, as hot as it is in this building, it don't go nowhere. It just keeps stinking.
You've got that huge concave hood above you just keeping in the vapors.
Oh. Shoot up here amongst us, somebody got to have some relief. Come on, points. Hey, we need a bottle of this stuff. It's better than Mucinex. Dang. If you're stopped up, just do away with your head cold right here.
Oh, I guess I'll need to get over in there then.
You can breathe, but you wish you couldn't. Dang. Every time I sniff, it makes my ears ring. What's bad going on?
No, I've already got that in 1 year, so.
You done been sniffing the truck?
No.
All right, let's see if we got fire in it. No, it ain't got no fire because I ain't got no wire hooked up. Hold your horses. Wait a minute. Okay, we got fire. The truck's turning over, so we're gonna put the plugs back in it.
All right, well, while you do that, I'm grabbing a battery because
All right.
I've got like 5%.
Well, when you see me, all 6 of these plugs be back in the hole because she's gonna be gone and got a battery.
All right, hurry up. So what you got going on now?
I'm taking the starter off of it. We're going to see if the brushes are brushable. If they're not, I guess we'll take the starter off the orange wrecker. If that don't work, then we'll take the starter off of the... Golly!
That's a starter right there.
It's full grown.
It should start.
Alright, this right here is the little window I was talking about.
Let's move drinks. Your little window.
Yeah, you pop that open up there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's your brushes. And they look like they've had many years of rough abuse. So, in that response, I'm not going to get more tools. I'll just use what's laying on the table. Takes too much time to walk across the shop.
You say that now.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. This is what we're going to do. I left half of my stuff down in Georgia. I ain't got no jack stands. I ain't got no good jack. Got a snap-on jack, if you want to call it a jack.
A well-used snap-on jack.
Yeah. Well abused snap-on jack. You take your two long bolts out that hold your housing together, and you tap on the butt of it here, and it should separate. Just like so. If it ain't all seized together, it should come apart. Just like not so. I'm still trying to get a guess here. Yeah, the brushes are.
Looks like they are melted or something.
That one's derailed. It's supposed to be on a pin, and that ain't on a pin no more. That's what's the problem is. That's crooked. Somebody will call me out for using the thumb wrench or everything.
It's derailed, huh? I said, so it derailed.
Yeah. Appreciate all the subscribers that subscribe to the channel, all the new ones. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate everything.
Yeah, we never thought we'd have 500, much less over 2,500. So thank y'all so much.
Yeah, I wasn't never supposed to mount the nuts. What everybody in school told me. I think we've been pretty successful.
I'm your biggest fan.
I'm not hot right now. Well, I am too.
Since middle school.
Yeah, if it wasn't for all our subscribers, no, we wouldn't have no success whatsoever. So appreciate everybody out there. Really do.
Hopefully we can meet some of y'all sometime at some of the car shows.
Yeah, we're still trying to get behind all this here.
We're ready for spring so we can start going to some shows again.
Well, that one's back on there.
We hope to get some merchandise, some shirts and hats and things like that this year. We will let y'all know when we do.
A piece of sandpaper around that. Well, tell you what. No sound good whatsoever. I wonder if somebody done beat the crap out of them. Done broke the magnets in it.
Sounds like it.
It was rebuilt. There's $24 winding. Look at that. Still got $24 written on it.
How much would that cost now?
There's your magnets I was talking about right there. See, they're on the walls. So if you beat on that, you beat on them magnets and you crack them. Then when you crack that magnet, it sticks to this. And in return, when it sticks to this, the starter will no longer start.
Do they look cracked?
No. Well, they're full of garbage, but they don't look cracked. This got rust all over it. Oh, let's see if this will do anything.
Now, what is all that crud built up on there?
Oil from the motor. Where's leaking out of the valve cover out of that freshly built motor. And the way these old starters work, this here is where your battery cable hooks on. So whenever you mash the feet button, the first thing it does is engages this fork right here, this plunger, and that pushes your gear drive into your flywheel. And then as that's happening, this engages, and when this engages, it changes your 12 volts from right here and transfers it internally into the starter itself. And then the starter commences to turn over. Pretty ingenious idea at the time. Worst I'd have thought of, but I wasn't around. And now, instead of push button being on here, it's on the dash of your car. You stick your key fob in your cup holder and away you go. And this is how this works. Alright, there's your spring. It pushes that contact in, which in return touches that strap. The strap hooks to your battery cable. So it touches your battery cable to that pole, and that pole is what energizes your magnets. So it's a pretty simple deal.
Then they had to go and complicate everything.
Yeah, but where everybody goes wrong is they think that. I heard it.
There's that black cover right there.
That?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd it come from? Not part of this. Okay then. Where that happened to go from? Oh yeah, this. Okay, well, there's another lesson learned. The black covers here stops them from grounding out on against the housing. Plastic thing. Normally that's part of a little envelope. It's just folded in the middle. So apparently them done rotted and fell apart, obviously. But you take and you clean up all your connections. Heater's coming back on again. Alright. Clean up that little guy right there. Make sure he's getting connection. Yeah, you'll see people time and time again take a hammer and beat the crap out of the side of the starter. And all that's wrong is the brushes right here. The little springs will get hung. And when the springs get hung, it won't put pressure on the windings. I mean on the armature. So all you want to do is just tap back here, and that makes you charge your springs, and that'll make them start working again.
Same on the new starters today?
Same on any of the starters. If you bust the magnets, you just destroyed it. What happened to this is it's got all this garbage in it, and oil leaks. And that freshly rebuilt motor right there. Much of it, I don't need gas. And that's just what you want to do is put flammable stuff inside of something you fix the juice to and make it arc.
Oh, great. Let me get you some soapy water.
Yeah. I ain't scared.
You ain't never been scared.
Let everything in life worry you. You just be worried in life. Alright, we're still gonna switch back on there. I'm not gonna put the battery cable on, I'm just gonna hook the jumper cable straight to this. I'm gonna tighten this top bolt up so I don't gar the threads up when it arcs fire. Speak. Alright. Stick this back through here. Just like so. Make sure nothing fell out because it's got a little. It's supposed to have a thrush washer in there. I don't see it. There it is. Found the thrush washer. That goes at the end of your shaft to keep it from pushing on the housing all the time of the starter. Make sure when you take it apart that everything that come out of it goes back in it. Oh, there's a nut we left out. Oh, it ain't gonna run now, for sure. Can't be but one nut in this here shop. And that's me. I already got the title. Take it somewhere else. The magnets ain't very strong. That's the wrong armature for the starter. You ain't supposed to have much play in it. It's supposed to be close to
I bet that's what they meant by rebuilt the motor.
the magnets.
They rebuilt the starter.
I don't know what they did. That ain't gonna work. That reason it has no juice. Yep. That's no good.
Well, I'll be.
It ain't gonna work. We're gonna stick it back together just for ha-has and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna know to throw the whole thing away.
See, you would have never known if you hadn't have taken it apart.
I know it. Dang my time. She's pain is burning agony on me. Ain't nothing like misery loves company. I don't like neither one of them. You need to keep on trucking. Pass by my house when you get there. I know what was wrong with it now. The stupid acorn. It just dawned on me that it went nuts.
Mm-mm. And you said you were the only nut around here. So now it's you in the truck.
Well, I was just trying to step up.
Yeah. Oh.
Not make the truck feel so bad.
It's about bedtime, isn't it?
It ain't but 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's 1:30 in the morning.
What, that ain't bedtime?
It's past.
No, we don't go to bed around here at about 3 or 4 o'clock.
Not if I had anything to do with it.
I'm gonna become a bat and sleep all day and work all night.
Mm.
Then when I need a tool, you can say it's bat shit crazy. Oh, what happened? I don't know.
I don't think I could do that.
If my humor gets to people, I'm sorry. Go back to your miserable lives. Click on somebody else's channel.
How rude.
I hear water. All kind of other noises.
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah. Amnesty freeze. This guy said this motor been rebuilt and they was gonna try and get it running.
That's what he was told.
Yeah.
Because they bought it from somebody else.
They bought it at auction. I remember Barbara. Didn't work. I tried. Try it again. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody got their fingers crossed?
Fire it up, Jimmy.
That went too quick. I'm beginning to doubt myself. Now leave something on. Starter engaged. Yep. Starter's there. I guess I was good.
We'll see.
We'll see. Ah, whoa! If this thing shoots fire, just knock me off of it.
Oh, gosh.
I told you knock me off if it shot fire. What's wrong with you? That little light of mine, I'm gonna let smoke out of it. Oh, pop went the weasel.
I don't think it's gonna do it.
Me neither. I got no confidence in myself at all.
That was wound up just a minute ago.
Well, at least we know the gas is on the brush. I mean, on the magnets didn't ignite. Well, not gas. Brake cleaner. It's that good EPA approved stuff. Non-flammable.
Thank goodness.
Oh, you gotta live a little sometimes.
I do. I'd like to live longer.
That's not fun. That's a good battery. I got it on boost. Well, I guess I gotta take a start off that one.
I think so. In order to try to get this one to run.
I guess 720.
Oh, all you're doing is collecting more cans for the
Yeah,
can run.
the canathon.
The canathon, yeah.
Sorry, old girl, we're going to use some of your parts.
Do you need a flashlight over here?
No.
No?
Pretty well used to where they go.
Y'all go back and watch the video of us getting this wrecker running too if you haven't already. We got it to crank up and run. Now we just need to get some brakes on it. We're going to try to do some work to the paint on it. At least try to get it primed soon so that it doesn't keep rusting away. Are you trying to do a ballerina dance over there?
I'm trying to.
I was waiting for you to spin around.
I was going to. My tutu's riding on my back now.
There's the starter there that he's trying to take off. You can see down in there, it doesn't have a light shining under there.
I had to swear off the doctors.
You had to swear off of doctors?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, it's cost too much.
Oh.
Told him every time I went to see him, I didn't get a feeling, but I got sicker. They want to know why. It's because passing by that secretary out there at the end of the building. She spreads disease.
Billitis.
Into walletism.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I ain't got to carry a wallet no more.
Into walletism.
Yeah. It's about as bad as rhinovirus. I don't think it's quite as contagious though. So we got fire. So let's throw some gas down his neck.
Okay.
See see what it has to say about that.
We don't even know if it has gas in it, do we?
I got all disconnected. You don't want to run.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You don't want to burn the gas that's in it.
Yeah. I remember you saying that now.
Been there for 175 years and 3/3. Okay, here we go. Y'all keep your close. Well, couldn't get started as engaged, but it was running. I don't have the foot feet hooked up, so it's just keeping on, keeping on. When it gets done, keeping on. It won't quit. Similar to the way the 41 car did. Except the 41 car was just, it didn't have a hook to handle. What we intend to do is the wrecker is going to be first as far as the build goes, and I'm going to stick it on a regular 1-ton frame cabin chassis, which means it's going to stretch the bed out a little bit. But we're either going to put a, I got a 12-valve Cummins that came out of my 97 Dodge down in Georgia. I'm going to try and find a straight shift transmission to put behind it. And then we'll have a diesel wrecker and then put a wheel lift on the back of it, that way we can tow cars with it. So it'll still have its old characteristics, but you'll be able to tow modern cars with it. And then this thing here, we'll clip the front end on it and we'll do what we're going to do to it. But like I said, we're waiting on parts down in Georgia, so it's cold up here, and this is about the only thing I can figure out to do to make y'all some content. It's going to be a minute before we get back to Georgia. I think I can. Let's see. Like a sewing machine, clickety, 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 clickety.
Now maybe you can hear it a little better. The heater just cut off.
Yeah.
We would turn it off completely, but I'm about to freeze in here. Although he's about to sweat to death.
Sweat to death?
Sweat to death.
Somebody's put a new carburetor at some point in his life. It's alive! It's alive!
It was. It's so cool.
Missed that one.
Well, do you want me to pour it in there while you do that?
No, I think I'm gonna hook our jug setup here up. But I need to run the jug over there because got on these raw spark plug wires over here. We definitely don't need no interference there.
No.
Let's do it like this because the gas is in the bottom of the jug. That's not the factory carburetor, so somebody's gonna put a carburetor on at some point in life. think I can. I think I can. Got too much stuff in the way over here. We got gas in the fuel bowl. Chances on making that choke shut gonna be slim to none. Like a kid. You can't sound like that and he's working on there. Pouring the gas in the floor over here. We got a leak. Oh, Rupert! We got juice flowing over here. Rupert said, who cares? Oh, that made it worse. That's no bueno, I say. See? What was little Rex's name? Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
See? See? See, we have the leak fixed, see? Well, like she said a while ago, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in there. I mean, it's probably about 3 degrees below zero outside, so I guess we'll wait till in the morning to where at least it's 2 below zero.
And we can open the door.
We can open the door and we'll crank it up and see if it'll move on its own recognizance. This thing used to be a pretty red.
It's still pretty, it's just patina red now.
Poor teener. That's us, poor teener. This is our color, poor teener.
That's it. Well, that's awesome. You got it to run.
I'm gonna change my name to Teener. That way I be poor teener. Well, that's all for the night. So when the camera comes back on, it will be tomorrow. All right, y'all see we got it running, so we're gonna go drive it around the yard. This front wheel over here is about to fall off. The leaf spring's broke. Which means that was already done. That's the reason the chain came off of it when we had it behind the wrecker. Because the axle shifted forward and jammed in the frame. But we got something over there to take care of all that. But we're gonna go drive it around the yard and pull it back in here and shut the door where it's warm and launch this video for y'all. So
yes, it was like 1 degree last night here, so
we appreciate y'all sticking around for the duration of the video. We know it took it a minute, but we appreciate it.
this is going to be a short and sweet drive right here, so we can get back in here where the heat's at.
But I've got to jump it with a battery charger, and then it'll run on its own.
We towed it in here and then towed it in the shop, so it has never been driven since we've owned it, so this will be the first try. And there's Lucy. Lucy came to check it out.
Alright.
She got pictures in front of this truck.
Let's make this quick.
Come on, Lucy.
Or not.
He doesn't want to leave this warm shop either.
Come on, man. And this is the starter off the wrecker. We know it's a good starter. I'm gonna crank it up one time. Let's do it like this.
How much gas do you have in that?
I just feel good.
Oh, okay. Maybe it won't drink as much as the Blazer did.
Now. Be a pain.
What you doing, Lucy? Come in to get warm for a minute. She knows we have treats in here for her. It's the neighbor's dog. She's not even ours, but she comes to visit us every day for a treat.
Stuff like that. Points are ready to go. It's just the starter one. Right now.
All right.
We're gonna show that all the way because I have to make a quick little cut.
You want me to grab you something to sit on? I'll grab you something to sit on. My goodness, this thing is smelling strong.
We ain't got no radiator in it, but we're gonna run a hot radiator.
Oh no.
There's no reason to do that, buddy.
You better be quick with it.
Alright, first job after who knows how many years.
That's right.
Outside boys in there.
I know. Old Smokey. I think we're gonna name it Raggedy Ann. cannot believe it's going, y'all. I don't know how long it's been sitting before the guys bought it at the auction that we bought it from. She's putting right along. Oh, Smokey. Yeah, I don't think he can breathe in there. So much for closing the shop door to get warm.
Like Christine.
He said that the truck's like Christine, the movie. Yeah, so much for closing the door to get warm. We gotta let this air out a while. But it ran and it drove.
Well, there you have it.
That's crazy.
I gotta go have a lung transplant now.
Oh,
Crap come right up in the cab.
it's not good at all. Good thing the window was halfway down.
Well, alright, well, we appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, sorry, the video lasted 2 hours, but if you stay through the whole duration of it, we appreciate it. Kind of hard to narrow something up that you do all this work to in one video into just a 1 hour segment. So, you see us bring it home from the cow pasture. Now it's inside of a luxury building. So our next adventure is going to be back on the Orange Wrecker. We got a frame down in Georgia. If you watch the video of us moving the red wrecker and all around, you've seen a gray cab sitting over there. It was a diesel. The motor's locked up in it, and the cab's bashed in on the passenger side. So we're going to take that cab off and use that straight shift transmission behind my 12-valve Cummins that come out of my Dodge. I got to find the bell housing and all the stuff to make the transmission work with the Cummins motor, because my Dodge was automatic. But anyhow, we're going to do that, and we're going to put it under the Orange Wrecker, and we're going to put a wheel lift on the back of it, and that way we can tow you if you break down with an old classic wrecker, or at least the body of one anyhow. Might even try and get it down for the power tour, who knows, if we go. We got to see how doctor's bill goes and how our money flow goes. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Dixie Customs Extra. That's where we just put snippets of stuff that we do that's just nonsense pretty much. And then check us out on the Patreon. And don't know if TikTok still exists or not, so we'll just let that one. Well, we know it don't, because our editing software won't let us use it in the United States because it's from China, so it's been banned. So okay, that answers the question about TikTok. But anyhow, catch y'all on the next one. Appreciate all the subscribers that we've gained, for all the new ones and all the old ones.